Hello Waves, this is your Assistant Principal, Mr. Adams. This is a presentation about keeping Oakcrest Middle School a safe and welcoming place. Please pay special attention as this serves as a reminder on how we expect you to behave here on campus. If at the end of this presentation you have any questions, please ask your teacher, a counselor, or a trusted adult. Thank you. I know we're all excited to be back on campus, but let's start with some basics. There are some behaviors that are accepted or tolerated outside of school, but some of those same behaviors are not acceptable at school, and some are not acceptable at all. Oakcrest Middle School is a professional learning environment with rules designed to protect and welcome everybody. All students must respect these rules, respect each other, the campus, and authority figures in their workplace. Everyone deserves to feel safe on campus. And anyone in any setting has a right to keep their own personal space intact. Please remember to respect the personal space of yourself and others. That means keeping your hands, feet, and face to yourself. Bottom line, do not touch others or their belongings. Nobody is allowed to touch you ever without your consent or permission, anytime or any place. At school, nobody's allowed to touch you, even with your consent. It's simply not appropriate on campus. Sexual harassment also refers to when individuals make sexual comments or gestures to others, or when others are present. This includes the derogatory names that refer to a specific gender, gender preference, preferred pronoun, or sexual orientation. This is never okay to do. Abusive or threatening language is not appropriate anytime or any place, on campus, or in fact, anywhere. Even if you think you're joking, degrading and offensive references to a person's race, religion, culture, gender, or sexual orientation is never okay. Even among friends, if someone hears you use language that is hateful in nature, you can expect to receive disciplinary action. This will not be tolerated at any level. Remember when we told you not to touch anyone? Do not engage in slapping, punching, hitting, tackling, or even play fighting. Any act that can cause injury or physical harm to another person is unacceptable. It's unacceptable at school and anywhere else. This has been a lot to think about. Each day is an opportunity for you to decide the version of yourself that you want the world to see. Your actions on campus come to define how people define you. Stop to consider whether you are someone who people see as kind, caring, honest, and trustworthy. Are you someone that others want to be around? Or are you someone that makes others feel uncomfortable, uneasy, or unsafe? And if so, do you want to be around someone who makes you feel that way? Let's talk about lunch and nutrition break. Please behave appropriately when you get to the lunch lines. We have repeatedly asked students not to run on campus. Running on campus is a safety issue, and people do get hurt when everyone's running all over the place. We understand the lunch lines are longer than we want them to be. Please know we're doing our best to fix that. But please do not run, push, or shove, or cut in the lunch lines. We also understand that you really want that slice of pizza or orange chicken bowl, and you might be afraid that will run out. I want to remind you that on most days we don't run out of your favorite meals, and if we do, you'll have another chance the next day. Regardless, none of this is worth running on campus, cutting the lines, knocking people over, or being pushy. If you're not acting appropriately in the lunch lines, you can expect to be removed from the line by a staff member and will have an appropriate consequence for you. On another note, if you're really hungry and want seconds, please wait about 10 minutes before you get back in line. Let everyone have their first helping before you get your second helping. As a general rule, we expect everyone, adults and students alike, to communicate respectfully. The same courtesy we expect in real life should also extend to your email communication. When someone greets you on campus, return the greeting. When an adult on campus gives you a direction or makes a request, this is not an invitation to argument, but an opportunity to avoid future conflict. Take ownership of your behavior and acknowledge that what you're doing may not be deemed appropriate by a member of our staff. Mask reminder. Let's talk about this for a second. It'd be very simple. There's really no room for discussion. If you're inside a room or inside a building at school, including the bathrooms and locker rooms, you must wear a mask that fits appropriately at all times. If you're inside, please wear a mask. It's as simple as that. Cell phones. You must adhere to your teacher's classroom cell phone policy. And if you're unable to do that, then we will decide whether or not you should have a cell phone at school. And a reminder, there is absolutely no cell phone use allowed in the bathrooms or locker rooms. It is illegal to take someone's picture or video without their consent or permission. Please be responsible with your cell phones. School is a place of learning. We expect students to dress in a way that allows them to be successful. We love the uniqueness and individual styles we see on campus. In fact, we encourage it. But we all need to make good choices when picking out our outfits in the morning. Remember, you're at school, not at the beach. Please do your best to dress appropriately. We want everyone to have fun on campus, but that fun comes with a lot of responsibility. When your fun gets in the way of other students' learning, education, or safety, it's a big problem. Remember, our primary goal here at Oakcrest is to learn, to grow as people. If we get to have some fun along the way, that's a bonus for everybody. If you see students acting in a way that might be dangerous or offensive to maintaining a safe and welcoming campus, say something. Find an adult and let them know what's going on so we can make sure campus is a welcoming place for all students. At the very least, do what's right, even if you think nobody's looking. That is called integrity. All of us have been very excited to be in person now, myself included, and we want to make school a positive experience with fun activities for everyone. However, there's been a lot of very disappointing and unacceptable behavior recently. I've been specifically disappointed in how our bathrooms and classrooms are being treated. We don't want a small group of students to keep ruining it for everyone else. Don't get me wrong, we want you to be excited and enthusiastic, but not in ways that are going to result in facilities damage, vandalism, or theft of personal property. Another example is when we open the blacktop or field at lunch. This is a privilege, not a right. So please be mindful and respectful of those around you. Be thankful for the activities that others work really, really hard to provide you with. For example, like your ASB class, the very students who represent all of you. Please don't ruin it for everyone else. Every decision we make here at school has an impact on ourselves and those around us, both positive and negative. Every slide here details behaviors that may result in negative consequences for you or your friends. Do you want your school experiences to be limited by a small number of students who can't or won't make the decision to conduct themselves appropriately? Every day, students leave their trash around the school. We see it in the classrooms and especially outside after lunch. Some days are better than others, but every day it's a problem. Believe it or not, you are expected to throw out your own trash. There is no one on this campus whose job description includes being responsible for other people's trash. Take pride in your school and have respect for yourself and others. Keep Oakcrest a clean and inviting place to attend school every day. If you walk or ride your bike to school, please stay aware of your surroundings and obey the rules. Obey the traffic signals, stay out of the street, and away from cars. Use the crosswalk, and now listen up, walk your bikes on campus. Look at that, this student forgot their helmet today. They can expect to receive some progressive discipline for not following the school and bike and safety rules. Please wear your helmets on campus, and please walk your bikes on campus. If you're unable to do so, you can expect discipline or consequences. Remember, Oakcrest is your school, and each of you play an important role in keeping our campus safe, welcoming, clean, and proud. Take a moment to recognize that you attend a school with an ocean view. There are very few students on the planet who can say that. Be proud of being a wave, and let's aim to protect, accept, and be kind to one another. Oak Crest is a diverse campus with many cultures, with unique differences in all of our students and staff. Not only do we accept each other as fellow waves, but as fellow human beings. And we celebrate the uniqueness of each of you. We must treat each other with respect, care, and compassion, because each of you are a valued member of our community. Always strive to be your best self, but that doesn't mean you have to be perfect. There are going to be days where you wake up feeling tired, grumpy, or irritable. That is never an excuse to treat someone else poorly or treat something else like your school campus poorly. Waves, I know we can do better. And special thanks to all of you out there that have been doing a great job respecting and accepting and caring about your peers, your teachers, other staff, the campus, and surrounding community. Let's make waves together.